Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cassie and this is That Grim Reader. In today's video we are going to be going through every single book on my physical TBR. The point of this is to give you guys a chance to comment on what you might be interested in seeing me read so I can potentially prioritise those, and kind of to give me a reminder of what I actually own, because some of these have been hiding away in dusty corners for a while or in boxes. So yeah, there's no real order to this. I've tried to group books by the same author together, but I might have missed some. So they're not in genre order, they're not in anything. It's all going to be chaos. But let's just go for it, let's get cracking. The Hypnotist by Lars Kepler, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera, The Princess Bride by William Goldman, Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, Blood Sugar by Sasha Rothschild, The Whisper Man by Alex North, The Honjin Murders by Seishi Yokomizo. That bit of sun that keeps shining on my head is really irritating. I'm trying to stay sat back. The Mad Woman's Ball by Victoria Mass, With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo, The Shock of the Fall by Nathan Filer, The Book of Hidden Things by Francesco Dimitri, Everything You Ever Wanted by Louisa Salma, The Passengers by John Mars, The Sanatorium by Sarah Pearce, The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, Nothing to See Here by Kevin Wilson, The Collective by Alison Galen, Dead Relatives by Lucy McKnight Hardy, Shit Cassandra Saw by Gwen E. Kirby, The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker, The Reformatory by Tananarive Due, Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle, Mayfly by C.J. Lead, Night Film by Marisha Pessel, The Dinner by Herman Koch, Reprieve by James Han Matson, Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iamide, The Last One by Alexandra Oliva, Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier, Don't You Cry by Mary Kabika, Foul is Fair by Hannah Capin, The Perfect Guests by Emma Rue, He Started It by Samantha Downing, City of the Dead by Sarah Gran, The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp, Strange Weather in Tokyo by Hiromi Kawakami, Winter in Sukcho by Eliza Shua Dusupin, A Good Enough Mother by Bev Thomas, The Christmas Killer by Alex Pine, Murder on the Christmas Express by Alexandra Benedict, Animals at Night by Naomi Booth, Follow Me to Ground by Sue Rainsford, Hotel Iris by Yoko Ogawa, Out by Natsuo Kirino, Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas, The 7 Necessary Sins for Women and Girls by Mona Eltahawy, very sorry, The Dating Game by Sandy Barker, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, The Call of Cthulhu and Other Weird Tales by H.P. Lovecraft, 6 Stories by Matt Wesolowski, Last One at the Party by Bethany Clift, Rules for Perfect Murders, which I think is called 8 Perfect Murders in America, by Peter Swanson, A Fatal Crossing by Tom Hindle, The Vegetarian by Han Kang, The Launch Party by Lauren Forry, The Discomfort of Evening by Mariek Lucas Reinveld, My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing, see, I did miss one, The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen, The Three Dahlias by Katie Watson, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe, The Hollows by Mark Edwards, The Martian by Andy Weir, Woo by Duncan Ralston, Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk, The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum, 19 Claws and a Blackbird by Agustina Bazterrica, Peach Pit, 16 Stories of Unsavoury Women, edited by Molly Llewellyn and Crystal Buckley, Prosopagnosia by Sonia Hernandez, We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson, You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno, The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss, In the Hall with the Knife, A Clue Mystery by Diana Peterfreund, Lonely Castle in the Mirror by Mizuki Tsujimura, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, The Marlowe Murder Club by Robert Thorogood, The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling, Animals Eat Each Other by Elle Nash, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, The Death of Vivek Oji by Akwaeke Emezi, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat by Oliver Sacks, An Education by Lynn Barber, Get a Life Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, Wilder Girls by Rory Power, Lake Like a Mirror by Ho Sok Fong, Birthday stories selected and introduced by Haruki Murakami, that is. Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. The Cat in the City by Nick Bradley. Black-Eyed Susans by Julia Haberlin. Blood Orange by Harriet Tice. Catching the Sun by Tony Parsons. The No. 2 Feline Detective Agency by Mandy Morton. Call Me By Your Name by Andre Aciman. The Ninth Life of Louis Drax by Liz Jensen. Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. Mirror Mirror by Cara Delevingne. Where'd You Go, Bernadette by Maria Semple. Seven Lies by Elizabeth Kay. Girl Missing by Sophie Mackenzie. The Face at the Window by Ruby Speechley. Not Dark Yet by Peter Robinson. The Nurse by J.A. Corrigan. Last Tang Standing by Lauren Ho. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. This is Hefty. Sunburn by Laura Lipman. The Last Act of Adam Campbell by Andy Jones. Perfect Lie by Claire Sheldon. The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson. Paper Butterflies by Lisa Heathfield. Normal People by Sally Rooney. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. The Diary of Isabella M. Smoog by Ruth Lee. Queenie by Candice Carty-Williams. The Colour of B. Larkham's Murder by Sarah J. Harris. Wicked by Gregory Maguire. Teratome by Garth Marenghi. Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson. The Ruby and the Smoke by Philip Pullman. Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. A Nail, a Rose by Madeline Bordeaux. Sons and Others, Unloving Male Survivors by Tanaka Mishi. Fever Dream by Samantha Schweblin. Apple and Knife by Intan Paramaditha. Raw by Cecilia Ahern. The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch. Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. Our Own Private Universe by Robin Talley. Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Switch by A.S. King. In the Seeing Hands of Others by Nat Ogle. Unraveller by Frances Harding. Night's Edge by Liz Kerrin. North Woods by Daniel Mason. The Supernatural Enhancements by Edgar Cantero. The Enigma of Room 622 by Joel Dicker. The School for Good Mothers by Jessamine Chan. How High We Go in the Dark by Sequoia Nagamatsu. Wolf Song by TJ Klune. Undoctored by Adam Kay. The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. The Rumour by Leslie Cara. Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. Rabbits by Terry Miles. Gallant by V.E. Schwab. We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. She and Her Cat by Makoto Shinkai and Maruki Nagakawa. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. The Haunting Season, Ghostly Tales for Long Winter Nights by various authors. Grimm, edited by Christine Johnson. The Cherry Robbers by Sarai Walker. The Last by Hannah Jameson. The Cassandra Complex by Holly Smale. Venko by Cherie Dimaline. Dead 11 by Jimmy Giuliano. Out There Screaming. An Anthology of New Black Horror, edited by Jordan Peele. Slewfoot, A Tale of Bewitchery by Brom. Penance by Eliza Clark. Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldry. Bad Dolls by Rachel Harrison. The Trees Grew Because I Bled There by Eric LaRocca. The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Kaur. Malibu Rising and One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Witch Week. The Lives of Christopher Chant. The Magicians of Caprona. And The Pinot Egg, all by Diana Wynne Jones. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Hollow City. And A Map of Days, all by Ransom Riggs. Dead Until Dark. Dead and Gone. Altogether Dead. Definitely Dead. Dead as a Doornail. From Dead to Worse. Dead to the World. Club Dead. Living Dead in Dallas. And The Complete Sookie Stackhouse Stories. All by Charlene Harris. Forgotten Women, The Artists, The Scientists, and The Leaders, all by Zing Seng. One of Us Is Next and Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen M. McManus. Mr. Monday, Grim Tuesday, Drowned Wednesday, Sir Thursday, Lady Friday, Superior Saturday, and Lord Sunday, all by Garth Nix. Artemis Fowl, Artemis Fowl and the Arctic Incident, Artemis Fowl and the Eternity Code, Artemis Fowl and the Lost Colony, Artemis Fowl and the Opal Deception, and Artemis Fowl and the Time Paradox, all by Owen Colfer. Popco and the End of Mr. Y by Scarlett Thomas. The Daughter of Dr. Moreau and Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Marino Garcia. Replica and Ringer by Lauren Oliver. Survivor Song and The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet and A Close and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers. The Woman in Cabin 10. The Lying Game. The Death of Mrs. Westaway and One by One, all by Ruth Ware. If It Bleeds, Carrie, Misery, and The Shining, all by Stephen King. Nestlings and Mary by Nat Cassidy. The People in the Trees and A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. A Sliver of Darkness, The Chalk Man, The Burning Girls, and The Drift, all by C.J. Tudor. Unbury Carol and Daphne by Josh Malerman. Release, The Rest of Us Just Live Here, and More Than This, all by Patrick Ness. The Twyford Code, The Christmas Appeal, and The Mysterious Case of the Alberton Angels, all by Janet Hallett. American Gods, The Ocean at the End of the Lane, and Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. Macbeth, Hamlet, and Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. The House We Grew Up In, Watching You, Invisible Girl, I Found You, and The Night She Disappeared, all by Lisa Jewell. Feet of Clay, Masquerade, Jingo, Hogfather, Carpe Jugulum, A Blink of the Screen, Snuff, and The Light Fantastic, all by Terry Pratchett. Brit Marie Was Here and A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. The Flatshare and the Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. Animal and Three Women by Lisa Taddeo. Nocturnes and the Book of Lost Things by John Connolly. The Dilemma and Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. Fish Swimming in Dappled Sunlight and the Awasawa Murders by Riku Onda. Rotherweird and Wintertide by Andrew Caldecott. The Perfect Wife, The Girl Before, and Playing Nice, all by J.P. Delaney. Bluebeard's Egg and Hagseed by Margaret Atwood. I Always Find You and I Am Behind You by John Ovid Lindquist. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The Restaurant at the End of the Universe. Life, the Universe and Everything. The Dirk Gently Omnibus. Under the Salmon of Doubt, all by Douglas Adams. Sleeping Murder. A Pocketful of Rye. They Do It With Mirrors. The 13 Problems. The Body in the Library. A Caribbean Mystery. The Mirror Cracked from Side to Side at Bertram's Hotel. Miss Marple's Final Cases. Sparkling Cyanide. The Witness for the Prosecution. The ABC Murders. And The Moving Finger. All by Miss Agatha Christie. And then I have a little stack of manga and graphic novels, which has been separated from the actual books. You have Blue Exorcist, volumes 1 to 4 by Kazuo Kato. The Promised Neverland volumes 1 to 10 by Keiu Shirai and Posuka Demizu. Assassination Classroom, volumes 1 to 6 by Yusei Matsui. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, volume 1 by Cool Q Shinjia. Orange the Completed Collection, volume 1 by Ichigo Takano. Vampire Knight, volume 1 by Matsuri Hino. Dead Man Wonderland, volume 1 by Jinsei Kataoka and Kasuma Kondu. Fairy Tale, volume 1 by Hiro Mashima. Durarara by Ryogo Narita, Suzuhito Yasuta and Akio Satorigi. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, volume 1 by Ai Dalro. Jujutsu Kaisen, volume 1 by Gigi Akutami. Monster, volume 1 by Naoki Urasawa. Death Note the Black Edition, volume 1 by Sugumi Oma and Takeshi Obata. Heartstopper, volume 1 by Alice Oseman. In City The Hard Goodbye. A Dame to Kill and The Big Fat Kill by Frank Miller. Scott Pilgrim, volume 1. Scott Pilgrim's Precious Little Life by Brian Lee O'Malley. The Umbrella Chronicles, volume 1. Apocalypse Suite and volume 2. Dallas by Gerard Way and Gabriel Barr. The Discworld graphic novels by Terry Pratchett, which is Colour of Magic and Light Fantastic. Angel Smile Time, where he gets turned into a puppet. And The Adventures of Robin Hood by Russell Punter and Matteo Pincelli. That is it. That is every single physical book that I own and have not yet read. It was a lot. If you watched all of that, please let me know if you've read any of these, which you think I should be prioritising, which you'd like to see a reading vlog of, like which would be fun to see my reactions to, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to like and subscribe and do all that stuff, please do, but you know, it's okay if you don't do. I will forgive you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.